the name of your film?
Killing After Death, Lauren.
What inspired you to create this film?
We got the idea for this film by watching many opening sequences. This was to make sure that the sequence fit the generic conventions of a horror film.
How do you use the typical conventions in your movie?
We tried to use the typical slasher conventions. We used the idea of serial killers to link with what our audience wanted. This was used to show the suspense that the audience wanted. So to enhance the suspense, we used casual clothing to make it unknown for the audience who the serial killer is and that the character has a hidden identity. The cinematography we used included the camera techniques that were tracking shots, high angle shots, close-ups and also medium close-ups to show character and dominance of the killer. We used a location that would seem to be safe but has creepy aspects. This is to make it creepier, as many people will know a place that looks similar to the film, and it will make it more realistic and could make it personal. We have the iconography of most horror conventions. These include the weaponry, the costume, and the effects we added after filming. We used weaponry throughout the filming process, as of rope, knives, and also the poison in the bottle. These are shown without a killer in view, apart from one death, but you will only see the back of the killer. Sound has been made using GarageBand but edited in using Final Cut. And it is all asynchronous sound, which means you cannot see where the sound is coming from. During the opening sequence we have a break from the soundtrack for the film. This is for effect. We did all of our filming during the day so that we could use natural lighting to make the film more realistic and allow the audience to become more immersed in the film. This particular outcome would have been extremely difficult and also would take up too much time to achieve using artificial lighting. This is because we would have to think about all the light sources, angles, reflections, and also the shadows created both by cast and scenery. During the editing phase, we added some visual effects and gave the appearance of an old movie. These dimmed the footage, but allowed the lighting to keep the natural look during the whole opening sequence, Lauren.
How does the film challenge other horror conventions and what's the subgenre?
Well, Lauren, we decided on a slasher film which challenges the conventions, as our audience questionnaire results saw that this was the least popular genre. We chose to go against the audience in order to make this particular subgenre more popular. Some of the conventions we used are in a lot of horror films. We didn't include them all though.
Okay, Claire, what other films inspired you?
Well, we used 4 films as inspiration. These are Ghost Ship, The Shining, Paranormal Activity, and also Final Destination 5. These were useful for our inspiration, and also the camera work, sound, and mise-en-scène. We have used many different stimuli to make a film opening that makes you ask questions. Ghost Ship gave us the inspiration mainly due to the fact it was more of a slasher than the rest. The Shining is more of a psychological film. Paranormal Activity was a supernatural film, and Final Destination is a splatter.
You said earlier, Claire, that it makes you ask questions, but how does it make you ask questions?
Yes, Lauren, it does make you ask questions, as the only time we see the killer murder is from the back, making us believe that the villain is of male origin, which is traditionally associated with movies that follow a classic linear narrative structure.
Thank you, Claire. That was very eye-opening for me.
Great, Lauren.
Have a nice day.
Great, Lauren.